Hello. How are we doing, folks? Oh my word, we're live. Hi, guys. How's it going? We are a Football Manager streamer still. I know some of you thought after the lack of a stream yesterday, or rather the F1 stream yesterday, the Football Manager was gone forever now. It's back today. Lower the pitchforks. We're good. We're good. How are we all doing? Dupe, thank you so much for the raid, mate. I hope you had a good stream today. Also, big thank you to RJ Madon. Or Madun. RJ Madun? Look, wherever you are, my friend, you subbed 4 hours ago. I appreciate you. Thank you, mate. Oh, I got a can of energy drink, chat. I am very tired today, just as a little bit of a warning. I'm a sleepy boy. We had a lot of energy last Football Manager stream. That might not persist today, just as a little, friendly heads up. I just want to temper the expectations. But we are back. And, of course, we are back managing Fjolnir. If you missed last stream, don't often say this. Just go watch the last stream. Just leave now. Don't watch this live. Go over to YouTube. Watch the VOD there, or watch the VOD on Twitch with the chat. It can't possibly as good as the last Fjolnir stream, can it? It just can't be as good. But no, we're back. We've got pre-season today. Of course, we ended the stream yesterday making potentially a big signing with Matthias here, who looks like he could be a really good goalkeeping option. We had our eye on him all of last year, but it's going to be a bit busy. And it's going to be a thinking stream today, It's going to be a thinking stream today in terms of there's lots of planning to do. Obviously, we have a long pre-season anyway. It's like 4 months. But we are going to be juggling homegrown at club players. There's some players with contracts expiring, like right back Jonsson, who for whatever reason don't want to take a new deal right now. So we're going to have to deal with that. What famous veteran are we signing today? I mean, we'll have to see. I wonder if we'll have enough non-EU player spots to do that. Would I ever do a stream for charity? I've done streams for charity before, Marky Mark. See, the answer is yes. Is Dani Alves available? I doubt it. So what kind of budget are we working? Fantastic question, poorly drawn Arsenal. We have got £12,000 on the wages. We're currently spending £9,500, but we've got a couple of players possibly moving on. There's this massive transfer budget that I don't know what we're going to do with it. I kind of want to rejig it all into wages and focus on freebies like we have for much of this year. And if we do that, we can get up to like 15,000. Is that smart to do, Chaz? Is it smart to do that now? I might not have the option to jiggle the budgets later. And if I jiggle them now, then I can maybe jiggle them back. I'm just thinking I'm more likely to need the wage budget than the transfer budget, is the way I'm looking at it. That's what I'm thinking. Whitey, mate, the kits are also... chat, we've got new kits for Season 3 that Whitey made. I do appreciate it, mate. They look really, really good. Am I still going to Disneyland Paris with Kev? I don't. Kev's going on lots of holidays without me, and I'm starting to take the hint, really. I'm starting to take the hint that maybe Kev doesn't want to spend time with me, chat. Can you believe it? Me neither. But yeah, we were having a little look at players who are available. I mean, what was the name? Oh, this guy's still a free. I was literally about to say, what was the name of the centre-back we looked at but we couldn't afford previously? Gozzi. Gozzi. You are really, really good, my friend. How much do you want me to pay you? I can't pay that, can I? I just can't. We have a wage budget of, 15,000 now that we've rejigged. I can't spend 10% of my wage budget on a centre-back. That's a shame. Hey, Grinchy Vinge, how you doing, mate? So our current squad size is 25. Oh, this is going to be a big planny pre-season. I can already tell that this is going to be one of those streams where we're in deep thought and concentration. There is no network game this week. I feel like I've said that a lot recently, including this week. But yeah, chat, there is no network game this week because Kev is on holiday. Z's been on holiday the previous 2 weeks, and then Kev went on holiday this week. Hey, ZFG, how's it going? Thank you so much for 17 months. Puts the WTS YAR in the chat. You know what? We have to do it. Julian Brandt! Yeah! That is actually beautiful. That is actually beautiful. How many holidays does that man have? What, Kev or Z? I mean, Kev's only had 2 holidays. And they've only been for a weekend and a week. And obviously Z came over to Europe for a bit to spend time with the family. Chat, what are we going to do? I really want to sign Gozzi. Borges is also available, but we don't need a right back. And also, there's lots of negatives. We'll give Gozzi a trial and see if he wants to come. Will this stream include the Champions League games? I mean, that would be quite the achievement, considering the Champions League games that we will play and don't start for 10 months. So I'm gonna temper expectations, chat. We probably won't get to the Champions League games in 10 months. I don't think I'm going to be sat here playing till 6 a.m. for Champions League football. Do you know how training performance help a match rating? Training performance is what is to do with how a player's training. It has nothing to do with how they perform in matches. Well, obviously, if they're developing well and their attributes are better, it'll help. But as far as I'm aware, training performance has no impact on the actual performance in matches. We've got to be wary of homegrown players. So just as a little reminder, in Iceland, we have to have 8 players who are homegrown at club. Which does mean that I can't just willy-nilly cast players to the side. We do actually have to plan in that regard. Crazy Brit, mate, thank you so much for the 16 months. No's Champions League, best resign then. Let's not do that. We don't joke about resigning here. We don't joke about resigning here. Oh, chat, are we going to get rid of Carl? See, the thing is, we've got a few players who are really overpaid. Like, Juliusson started 7 games this year and is our highest earner. And is homegrown at club. I can afford to get rid of 1 homegrown at club player unless I bring in more homegrown at club players. But I look at him, Juliusson. He's so overpaid. Obviously, Maicon's leaving us, but he is not homegrown at club. Carl is homegrown at club and is probably not justifying the wages either. Like, if we could get rid of Juliusson and Carl, it would free up over £1,000. Which would be very, very useful. Is there an upgrade of the youth facilities possible? No, we have no money. We have no money. Have we signed the Addons goalkeeper? We are in the process of doing that. I think I am going to sign him, chat. It's a bit of a punt because we can't actually afford to scout him to find out if he's got potential. But Pettersson, who is in blue here, is our first choice goalkeeper. And he's been kicking up a stink. His contract's up at the end of the year anyway. And I think it's probably better to sign someone like Matthias here, who is probably... He's certainly in the same wheelhouse. Now, whether or not you think he's as good, it kind of comes down to what you think is more important for a goalkeeper. But he is 17 and Pettersson is 31. And that does mean that if we sign Matthias, he will get homegrown at club, which is pretty big. Because if we can get players to sign and join us before they turn 19 and they spend 3 years at the club, that homegrown at club stage is going to be really, really valuable to us. Is attribute masking off? Yes. Generally, when you're streaming or doing content, and this is a recommendation to anyone doing content, playing with attribute masking off, with attribute mask on is a terrible idea from a viewer point of view. Just because if you've never managed in Iceland before, you'd have no idea what the standard is for the league and what I'm looking for. And equally, it just adds a load of fluff to the game. Now, I've done save games with attribute masking on, and genuinely, it doesn't make the game more difficult. It just doesn't. It just makes it more time-consuming. I'm a firm believer of that. And even with the attribute masking set up how we have it now, I intentionally make a habit not to filter players by attributes. So I don't just go best attributes for a certain role and filter all the players. Like, that to me does take the fun out of it a little bit. But from like a viewer point of view, it's just really crap having attribute masking on. The Lanky Viking, mate, thank you for the 2 months. Doing a 30th save in Norway at the moment. Keep up the good work, Jack. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Right. I've got Gozzi in my Der Graafschap. So that's a Dutch team, right? I think they have a dragon on their badge. You recommend him. He's a leading centre-back for you. I'd love to get this guy in, but his current wage demands are absurd. Would I pay £1,000 a week for him? Would I do it? Thing is, if I sign him for £1,000 a week, I can't really pay him more than I shouldn't go more than 700. I just shouldn't. It would cause so many issues down the line. Hey, Amata, I'm doing good, thank you. And Malteser Falcon, how are you doing, buddy? I did notice, Marky Mark, the facilities were downgraded. I didn't want to acknowledge it. I was kind of expecting it to happen, to be honest. But the good news is we've got a very, very long pre-season, so it's not like anyone we spot who's good, we instantly have to sign up. We can actually wait it out a little bit. I'm kind of tempted, chat, to go back and have a look at the Norwegian third tier. And also, actually, there's a few players playing for Norwegian clubs who are looking like they could be available. Maybe I should just look at the national teams and filter by value. Because there's probably some players who are based in Norway with contracts expiring at the end of December we could pick up cheap. Is Luca available? Probably not. Even if he was, I wouldn't use one of my foreign player slots on him. What's team shirt am I wearing? I'm wearing the Icelandic national team kit from a few years ago. Right. Okay, interesting. So the guy that we're picking up in goal, I didn't even know that he was here. So we probably would have found him through this scouting method anyway, had he not been a player who'd already got shortlisted. It's always worth just at this time of year just looking at players with contracts expiring. Now, this guy is 17, can play right back and left back. He looks immense. He's not been registered by them either. They're not going to let me trial him, but we could just take a punt. Except he doesn't want to leave us. So you know what? We will add him to our shortlist of players to track. Snakes has redeemed a checkout player, Ali Rayner. Who is Ali Rayner? I've tried to copy and paste it, and it's pasted in a question mark. That's always a good sign, isn't it? Let's try again. Ali Rayner. Snakes, why do you suggest weird players that just don't exist? Like, he's a Syrian libero god. I'm going to be honest, chat. Not sure why I'd have, like, the database size set to have Syrian players loaded. Snakes, you should be able to refund your own request. I know that you like to manage in Mongolia, Snakes, so you probably do have, like, these obscure nations loaded. I don't. Are there any Icelandic players in the youth team setups with contracts that are running down? Other than our own players, which would be very awkward if there were any. My first instinct is there isn't any. At least not in the under-21s. Okay, there's maybe a few in the level below. Not wowed by them. It's slow, but even in my third German tier save, I have every official league loaded. The thing is, the further into the future you go, the slower that's going to get. And at least from my point of view as a streamer, like, it wouldn't make any sense to have all the leagues loaded. We had a look at this guy before. I can't remember why. Is he one of the named regens, actually? He might be one of the named regens. How is Season 3 starting in 2022? The answer is it's not, but it's the pre-season for Season 3 that starts in March. Oh, I do that, Snakes. I load a load of players, but I wouldn't have, like, any Asian leagues loaded. I just load all the top players in Europe, so I've got, like, 80,000 players loaded there. And that's more than enough for me. This guy looks good. Oh, he's already agreed to join KR. That's unfortunate. But he looked crap. I've decided, changed my mind. Can we afford to scout all these guys? We can, because they're all in our scouting range, because they all play in Iceland. I wonder if any of these are particularly good youngsters. The thing is, even if they were good, are they going to be good enough to start for us? I mean, this guy's pretty sick. He's 70 plays at FH. He's really good. Hey, Waldo, how's it going? Have I ever done a save in Africa or South America? Yeah, we did a save in Africa just last year. Have a flick through these players. We are scouting them all, so I don't need to flick through them in as much detail as normal. Some of the pictures these players have are horrific. They're not flattering pictures. He's really quick. He's on loan from us. Didn't even know he existed. He doesn't look that bad. Have I ever done a save with Red Star? No. Right. I mean, this guy is perhaps the best. Juliusson doesn't even want to join us. What if I try and offer him nothing and try and sign him this way? Now he will actually talk. He wants to be a star player. You are a joker, mate. You're a player for the future at best. I'm going to offer him £200 appearance fee, but £25 a week. Is that a good deal? He looks like he could be quite good. He looks like he could be quite good. Hey, Barrack, how's it going? How many channel points do you need to resign? I mean, it is an option, Daddies. You can literally click on it. It's 5 million, mate. So if you watch his stream for about 10 years, you might have enough then, potentially. I keep thinking about Martin Experience, chat. I know he has all these negatives, but his name is Experience. I'm good, thank you, Barrack. I'm good. I mean, I'm not even really looking at the 17 determination. Everything else is pretty good for our current level. Well, if we compare him with our current backup centre-back in Hjalmarsson, the guy in green is my current backup centre-back. The guy in blue is the guy we're looking at picking up, who's 17. Hey, Nalud, welcome on in. Yo, you've just caught up with the YouTube upload. Sick. How far are we from the Jamaican right-back joining us? Oh, crap, he joined us in February. He has not improved at all since I agreed to sign him, which is a bit concerning. He's not got better. What song is this? This is Quiet Little Voices by We Were Promised Jetpacks. Hey, Afrochick, how you doing? Jack, is Gozzi, the free Italian centre-back, still available? He's currently on trial at us. I want to sign him. He wants £1,000 a week. So unless he lowers his wage demands, I'm not going to be able to afford him, sadly. Is there any of our youth team players that I should be promoting? Apparently Berntson. Has he actually got better since the start of the save game? No. Is the answer to that. Is Maicon still around? He's about to retire. What do I think of the Núñez deal? I'm not going to pretend I've watched a load of Darwin Núñez. There's one thing I hate about modern internet football fandom, and it's the fact that people feel a need to pretend they know stuff they don't know anything about. Like, I'm going into it with the same optimism I went in with the Luis Diaz transfer. I mean, he's got really good numbers from the little bit I looked to them, but I've not seen that much of how he plays or anything, and there's no point in pretending that I've seen a load of how he plays. But we clearly need a plan B striker at Liverpool. Origi's on his way out as well. And for the price tag, you know, it might enable Mane to move on, and you'd have to expect he's going to contribute long-term to the future. Núñez isn't exactly a small name, though. I mean, you can't judge a player based on a few Champions League performances, would be my answer to that, Paddy Cush. And equally, I'm not buying that people are going to tell me that they've been watching a load of the Portuguese clubs playing in the Champions League and therefore they know everything about the players. Like, there's this weird thing on the internet where people feel afraid to just go, I don't know a lot about that player. I hope he's good. Like, there's nothing really wrong with that, like, attitude. But the fee is mad. The fee is more than I expected to see Liverpool spend in that area of the pitch this year. Oh, chat, are we going to sign Matthias? It's £500 a week to sign him, which is how much he wanted. It's a bit more of a jump than I'd like, but it's potentially a long-term goalkeeper sorted. I'm going to accept that. I think it's worth doing. I think he's coming from the same club that Planner came from. And if he can be half the player that Planner was for us this year, he's probably going to be quite good. But yeah, the Núñez deal, like, Liverpool need a striker. Like, from what I've seen of him, the little bit I've seen, like, it looks promising. I mean, there's a big difference, right, between seeing a handful of games that a player plays and watching them week in, week out. But I'm pleasantly surprised. Surprised the fee being talked about for Mane is so slow. Has he? Yeah, he has only got a year left on his contract. Juliusson, oh, he's very good, chat. I'm going to pick him up. It's a really cheap deal as well, where we're paying him £25 a week as a backup player, £30 unused sub, but if he plays, he gets £200. Now, considering that the Icelandic League season is only 22 games, like, these kind of... we talked about this before, but this structure of contract in our league makes a lot of sense, especially on fringe players. It's a kind of a unique situation to be in, where we're in a league that has such few league games a year that paying larger appearance fees and a lower wage is really beneficial. How much do you think Ten Hag will do in his first year at United? What do you mean by how much do you think he'll do? Like, how much change? How many transfers? I feel like the United is like you're looking at 2 years minimum to get back into the Champions League. I think there's like a big shift in mentality that has to happen to kind of stabilise United longer term. We had a look at this guy before, didn't we? You got recommended earlier in the, I think, last stream we were looking at him. He's interesting. This guy's not bad either. Where was he playing previously? Playing in Poland. We do get some interesting players suggested to us, don't we? Jambalaya. What a username. Thank you for subbing with the Prime. I hope I did your username justice. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of... With the Liverpool thing, the way that Liverpool function, I'm not sure if Mane will end up going unless Bayern actually bid what Liverpool want, and I'm not sure if Bayern will justify that. Because I think Liverpool are holding out for like 40 million if you believe what you read, which, I mean, transfer speculation. Who knows if what you're reading's true. But I think Liverpool are rumored to be holding out for 40 million, but for a 30-year-old in the last year of his contract, that's kind of mad. But I think to Liverpool, maybe Mane's worth more just to hold on for that last year and let him go on a free. Like, that's happened with Emre Can before. It's happened with Wijnaldum. You potentially get one last year out of Mane at his best. I think some of it comes down to how much Mane really pushes for the move himself. I think that's going to be the biggest test. Hey, Werty, welcome you on the stream. You've caught up on all the VODs. I respect that. I've noticed there's a lot of people who have caught up on all the VODs on YouTube, and there's like 1,000 people watching the VODs all the time on YouTube, which is really cool to see, and I can see all the stats. So I can see that the average view duration of the VODs at the moment is like 25 minutes, which might not sound like a lot over like a 2-hour video. Let me tell you now, folks, that's a long time to be watching a video, 25 minutes. So like, for people who have caught up with it all completely, big respect to you. This guy's good. Apparently he should be our top transfer from Moss. Are we just going to sign a load of Norwegians? My scouts just keep recommending players in the Norwegian second division. Also, if you're a YouTube watcher right now, just go in the comments and write, I'm here. Just confirm to me you are like a real subsection of people. Have I ever considered doing a save in Greenland? No. No, I haven't. Although I did see, have Greenland applied or in the process of applying to be part of CONCACAF? Or did I dream about that? That is the kind of thing that I would dream about really weirdly. I think that is a thing. I think that is a thing. Renato Sanchez going to AC Milan. Guarantee a lot of Sanchez, Barella, midfield parents of FIFA 23. I think the bigger thing will be Sanchez, then Rafa Leao, surely, for the perfect link. Building a nation. We're actually just building, bringing Norway to Iceland. It's true. It's true. Don't expose me, chat. Don't reveal my secrets. I mean, I'm quite content just picking up a load of Norwegian youngsters. Yeah, the second channel's been doing really well. This goes out to people watching live and people maybe who are on the second channel. If you're sat going, there's a second YouTube, yeah, work extra space for extra work the space. I know, imaginative username. I have had a couple of videos go up over the last few days related to F1 Manager, which we did a stream for yesterday. This video will, of course, go up on the stream channel for tomorrow. And just on the second channel, there's going to be a load of clips going on the second channel. I put a couple of shorts on the second channel because I was told that shorts are the future, everyone. Not as in shorts you wear, as in YouTube shorts. You know, where it's like phone aspect ratio and it's like TikTok. But actually, I've just uploaded the clips at the regular like 16:9 aspect ratio. Don't know why I'm doing this. To 16:9 aspect ratio. And those videos do better, it seems. So I think I'm going to be sticking with that format over shorts. I feel like shorts are quite good if you don't have an initial audience, right? And you just want to be able to shotgun pellet loads of videos out into the short sphere and maybe some people see them. But actually, if you've already got an audience who already watch your stuff, especially with more niche content that's like less shareable. Because funnily enough, in the same way that like some kind of Fortnite dance might go viral in like YouTube Shorts or TikTok, me accidentally resigning is not going to get clicked on by a load of young children who then share it around. Football Manager is a bit of an old man's game, an old woman's game in that matter. I mean, I think the average age of my audience, 97% of you are over the age of 18, or at least according to YouTube. I mean, who would lie about their age to be able to access adult content? But yeah, the second channel's been going really, really good. Like, I've been pleasantly surprised. Like, there's like 4,000 subscribers on it. There's going to be a lot more shorter clips going up on there. I have been pouring quite a lot of energy into it. Probably too much energy in terms of I've like had less free time because I've been maintaining all the other regular content going on. But I have just been really, really enjoying it, which I guess is the main thing, right? This guy's really good, but I can't sign him. Yeah, to be fair, maybe loads and loads of YouTube accounts are just people lying about their age. But why would anyone lie on the internet? People don't lie on the internet, chat. What a ridiculous theory. People lie on the internet. Nah, that's not a thing. I always read the terms and conditions when I go on websites. Who doesn't read all the terms and conditions? That'd be dangerous behaviour, frankly. Who's this guy? He plays for Bromma Poikina. Is he good? I can't steal players away from my former club, can I? Also, it puts into perspective that Bromma Poikina, who he managed last year in Sweden, have a youngster on £600 a week. That's like as much as my top earners at the club at the moment. They're in the third tier of Sweden, and they have so much more money than us. Do you know how I can get the Federation logos instead of the flags? It's part of the logo pack I use. What do we do here? We've got such a long pre-season. There's part of me that wants to do loads of squad planning now, but I'm also the kind of person who likes to like have players' contracts expire and stuff so I can then plan around it. Of course, we can sign players and stuff now, and to be fair, Icelandic contracts expire at the end of this month, but our actual transfer window doesn't open until like January or February. Have I ever done a save in Israel? I haven't. I have a personal football manager vendetta against Israel because back on FM16, they knocked my Gibraltar team out the World Cup quarterfinals. So, yeah, I'll never manage in Israel because of that. Does Gozzy, can you lower... Chat, the wage demands are getting lowered. That was lower than it was before. I mean, maybe he'll get really desperate for a club and eventually just sign for us on peanuts. That'd be good. Hey, good old buddy. Thank you for redeeming the hydrate. Good old buddy. I'm assuming when you've redeemed a hydrate, that doesn't mean sip the energy drink. That means get my actual bottle of water. Which I do have. I do have it here, everyone. Even says hydrate on the bottle. There you go, look. Right. Let's smash spacebar a little bit, although there's part of me that wants to just go really deep player hunting, because I feel like hunting for players deeply did reward us with Planner this year. And it has already rewarded us debatably with Matthias, our new goalkeeper. We didn't look at Finland, did we? The Finnish national team. Let's have a peek. From someone who watches the VODs often, I preferred the stream where we could see the chat. Look, Dylan, I asked on YouTube, and there was somebody who said, I prefer it without the chat, and I had a load of thumbs up, and no one left any comments saying they preferred the chat there. So, if you wanted the chat, and if you're watching on YouTube now thinking, I really wish I could see the chat, leave a comment. Feed the YouTube algorithm, and also let me know. Coming into the stream and going, I preferred it with the chat there when I've asked on a video ages ago. No. Pain. These Finnish players aren't good. Maybe there's some better ones higher up. Probably not Vilikoski. Who's this guy? Willie Weston. Chat, his name is Willie Weston. His name is Willie Weston. His name, I'm just going to say it again. His name is Willie Weston. It's a great name. He's playing in the Norwegian Premier League and his name is Willie Weston. I'll sign him for free. Apparently he's already played for 2 clubs this year, but of course he wouldn't play for us for a while. Larksonen, is he good? He's actually not bad, Larksonen. Not very affordable. This guy's transfer listed. I want Willie Weston. I want Willie Weston. I do. Alexi Yanez. Nah. We already looked at you. Konska Mervela. Versatile, but not allowed. Oh, Willie has turned us down, chat. We're adding him to the watch list. He's getting added to the players to track list. How is the players to track list looking? I really want Flo. I really, really want Flo. We'll check out the Faroe Islands after this chat. Oh, Flo would be a great signing. But he'd rather continue his development at his current club. That's really annoying. Is Hod good? Are Hod good? They play in the Norwegian First Division. What was that striker called who played for Arendal, chat? That we looked at and we're like, he was good. I feel like he's not here anymore, the guy I was thinking of. Did they sell him? Oh, they did. They sold him. It was Lily Lovo. He was really good. He's still really good. Oh, they got him for so cheap too. That's annoying. You need a striker, bad. Last year's worst position by far. I mean, I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know. I mean, we scored 9 more goals than the next highest scoring team. And the goals are spread out. Like, you've got to remember, these goal totals look low, but they were over 22 games. Oh, and you consider, like, Fortes came in halfway through the year and got 6. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the striking was that bad, if I'm being honest. Like, we were the top goal scorers in the league comfortably. Let's have a look at the Faroe Islands. Let's have a look-see. Have they got anyone good? This guy is about to have his contract expire. Is he good? I get excited by the polygon being stuck out, but he is also just good at jumping. He's not bad, is he? He's not bad. He's not got the wah-wah-wee-wah factor about him, though, as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to assume the youth players probably aren't that good either. Maybe you know what? Maybe I'm being judgmental. Maybe I can't look at the. I wanted to look at the Faroe Islands league and like the top players in it. I feel like the Faroe Islands is to us what we are to Sweden. Just not quite of the level. Although this region doesn't look bad, although he's playing in Sweden, so we won't be able to sign him, sadly. Yeah, then they ain't it. They ain't it. We've got a long pre-season chat to get through, so we don't need to form for all the nations too much just yet. To be honest, you should probably get our stuff at home sorted first, because we have got a handful of players with contracts expiring, some of which I'd love to give new deals to. Oh, he does actually want a new deal now. For Howson. He wants to be a regular starter. He knows he's got me by the gonads here. He knows he's got me by the gonads because he's homegrown at club. He knows it. I know it. We all know it. How much you want at the moment? He's on £300 at the moment. I'm trying to get him to cut his wages. I'll be honest, that's a little bit unnecessary, isn't it, really, by me? How about we just save me a little bit of money by doing it like that. He doesn't want to cut his weight. I can't really blame him. He doesn't. 3 years. There we go. Okay. Right. So that is for Howson on a new deal. He's homegrown at club. These players didn't want to talk to us like a week ago, so this is good news. Right back, Johnson wants to talk to us, which is good. How much you want at the moment? You're on 300 and you want 275. You're asking for less money. Someone needs to teach these boys to negotiate, chat. I'll give you slightly more, but 3-year deal. Someone redeemed a hydrate and I didn't drink. I'd like to apologise. Did I miss a hydrate? Did I miss a hydrate, chat? I did, Danny. I'm so sorry. I was balls deep in looking at Football Manager. Sam, we already talked a little bit about the Nunes transfer earlier. I'm surprised Liverpool are going to spend that much on that position, but I think he could be a good addition, but I'm not going to pretend I've seen a load of him. I want Carl out, and I think I want Juliusson out, but I don't think anyone's going to bid on these guys outside the transfer windows, which are closed at the moment. Is there anyone else, actually, who I need to give a new contract to just while we're here? So, Leoson, I'm going to let that contract run out. He was a pain this year. Pettersson. If Pettersson is happy to be a backup, then I'm okay giving him a new deal. How much do you want as an important player? 210. I'm signing a new goalkeeper on way more than that. I'm going to let that contract run out, I think. Poulsen. No, thank you. No, thank you. And then Johnson and Forhausen are still around. And of course, just as a reminder, chat, Maicon is retiring. Oh, I can't just stick these guys in the reserves. Can I put them in the B squad? I can. Chat, I'm quite sad that Maicon's retiring. Right as he's got natural at centre defensive mid. I kind of agree that Pettersson would have been a good backup, but because he's 31 and he's one of the more experienced players, and he would be a backup and he doesn't want to be a backup, I don't want to deal with him kicking up a stink next year. I have already asked Carl to reconsider his retirement. How many players am I looking to bring in this window? I really couldn't tell you. I think a lot of it's going to come down to what's available. I really want to sign Gozzi, chat. He wants £1,000. There's part of me that just thinks he's worth throwing £1,000 at. There is part of me that he's so good. He's been on our radar for months, but the thing is, because we're in October, it's not like any other European clubs are going to look to sign him now. Like, all the registration windows are closed for a bit, so I think we wait it out and just wait for him to lower his demands. And if we miss out on him, then I just don't think I can pay him more than 600 a week. I feel like, I know Unknown Tetris has just mentioned the fact that he's 180 centimeters. There is something that I've learned I've known it for a while, but I've noticed it more and more. People put way too much stock in height and jumping in Football Manager. Like, a player who's 180 centimeters is like 6 foot. That's not small. Like, in football terms, it's not a giant. Like, 180 centimeters with 14 jumping reach, like, for most levels of play, that's absolutely fine. If you want to go crazy on set pieces, sure, like, aerial ability is really useful then. If you're playing a cross-heavy style of play, I kind of get it, but, like, in general, I find it puzzling. Right, for Howson, Mycon contract and you were blocked. The board have vetoed the attempt to change Mycon's role as they don't think we need more coaches. Wait, what? What? No, I've got to give him a job. We need to find him a job at the club that no one else has. What jobs have we got? We have no jobs for it. He could be the chief scout. Mycon, do you want to be the chief scout? Look, it'll be a well-paid position. I'll give you 160. Oh, chat. Right, just give him this job. Do we have an under-19s be assistant manager? We'll find out in a second. We'll find out in a second. Right, Juliusson would be a fantastic signing. He does look good. He's just signed... Has he signed a new deal with his current club? Yeah, he's just signed a new deal. So he's not on the table, unfortunately. Oh, chat. He's not here! He's not here! Mycon! 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 He's been released out into the Icelandic wilderness. Not all players' wage demands are higher when they're in on trial, Jeff, as it seems to be kind of fairly arbitrary. Just sometimes it goes up. Hafthorson, I wouldn't mind getting on a longer-term deal. Oh, he's got this red thing. A few of our players had this who have now gone on to sign new deals. Right, he doesn't want to consider renewing his contract because any contract would be on worse terms than his current deal, which isn't true. He's only on £300 a week. I can literally pay him more. Weird issue. I would love to sign Gozzi, chat. He's asked for some extra bits here. Let's just remove them. Still 1,000. Should we try it? We'll terminate the trial and then have a look. Gozzi, approach to sign. I'll send you on the language course. I can't do the coach or attacking stuff. Same demands. Come on, trial for another 4 weeks. I'm so sad about the Mycon stuff. Okay, our contract offer is still pending. I don't know if we have an under-19s assistant B coach, whatever that is. But surely we can find a space for him. Couldn't you negotiate it down? I mean, I could, but I would need it to be halved. I'm way better off just weighing it out with Gozzi. What do you mean? You were just here 2 days ago. Where have you moved to? This might be grounds to end the stream early. He's gone back to Brazil. He's gone back to Brazil. Chat. This isn't a drill. This isn't funny. Be strong, everyone. Be strong. Be strong. This might be the greatest betrayal ever. He said forever. It was meant to be. Now, the end game of this save game is to go professional, make a load of money, and get him back. He hated the weather and developed a vitamin D deficiency. You know what? Possible theory. Chat. Is anyone else just feeling a little bit numb now? I am feeling numb. I'll be fine. Who's available? Sol Bamba, Aaron Lennon, Richard Keogh, Fraser. I'll tell you what, there's some vintage EFL players here. Sonny Aluko, Jacob Montez. He's not bad. Kazim Richards. Have you noticed how with Kazim Richards, the photo they had to fit the hair in his photo. So compared to any other player, his picture is very small. Chat, I don't know if there is a next mic on here looking at it. I don't know if there is one. Hope Akpan. Is he really only 31? I thought he was way older than that. Chat, I feel hurt based on what we've experienced today. I can't lie to you. To be honest, we've already looked through all of these players before. I'm sure some of you are getting like deja vu. A lot of those players we have looked at already. I'm sad. Hey, Dougie, I'm doing good, thank you, mate. You betrayed me, and I know that you'll never feel sorry for the way I hurt. Yeah, you taught... What are you quoting there, Jack? I'm not reading out lyrics to a song I don't know. Cousin Richards could be the next Cheyenne. Nah, don't wash your mouth out for suggesting stuff like that. That's, you know what, that is blasphemous. In some places. I was also very pleased, chat. I don't know if anyone caught the stream the other day with the controller and we were discussing how it's illegal in Botswana. We had a Botswanan viewer on YouTube confirm the controller, method is outlawed there. I know some of you watched the stream previously thought he's making that. That was a load of rubbish. No, genuinely, controller strategy is banned in Botswana. Why would anyone on the internet lie? This guy's not bad. 12 finishing, 17 years old, good potential. He's quick. Can we have him? Can I have him, Breeder Blick? He probably won't want to join me. Oh, he does. He wants to be a star. Mate, you got to get a grip. Breakthrough prospect. Why do you think you should be a star player? You've locked it in. You know what? I'll agree to it. No way you're going to be a star player, but sure. Why not? I'll lie to him, chat. If you get 30 goals in the 22-game season, 14,000. In fact, you know what? If you get 25 goals, 14,000. It's not happening. I do want an optional contract extension, though, of 2 years locked in. I think this is actually going to work. I'll give you a bit of a chonky appearance fee, too. Why are you doing this? Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Is this guy worth signing on a 5-year deal? He looks like he should be really, really good. He looks like he should be really good. Should sign a Botswanan player in there on it. True. If you're sat there going, what's the Botswanan banned controller strategy? Go watch the VODs. You have to be there to see it. to understand it. He looks good. For a free transfer, he'd get homegrown at club status as well if he develops. And if he doesn't develop, we've signed him for free. I think he could be a good one. Snakes, who do you want me to check out here, mate? Dixon Job. Why do I feel like this just isn't a real player that's going to be loaded? Right, Snakes, you are now banned from redeeming the checkout a player. Because you're just asking me to check out players who aren't going to be loaded. And you know they're not going to be loaded. Ban him mods. We can't ban another one of our own mods. But we should be able to. Why is a Tanzanian not loaded? Gee, I wonder why I haven't got a random player from Tanzania loaded. Name of the song, please. It's Back to Your Love by Night Riots. If you're now sat watching the VOD on YouTube going, oh, I don't hear no music. Yeah, the music's cut out for you guys. You can imagine it. Imagine it. Oh, is there a cooldown on the check out a player chat? I think I put that on because there was a point in time where people just spam check out a player. And so I put like a 10-minute timer on it. Oh, it's a 5-minute cooldown. You see, that was actually good thinking. To stop people spamming it constantly. Good planning by me, that really. We should add that level of planning on the stream where people kept redeeming Hydrate and we didn't have a timer on it and I drank like 3 litres of water in an hour. Right. Are we signing Tommy Fanar Gunnarsson? 17 years old. He wants to be a key player for the first team, which he's not going to be. I say that. Like, you compare him to the not quite the worst Johnson. And the fact, and he is 17. And it is a free transfer. It looks like a great deal for the future. Didn't my bike arrive yet? Yes, I built it yesterday. The exercise bike chat that I bought arrived. You'll all be pleased to know I assembled it yesterday. Why is my home and inbox the wrong way around? What? Does anyone else ever accidentally click on these and get stuff in the wrong order? Or is that a me issue? It's probably a me issue. I think the dividing line is meant to be... Where's the dividing line meant to be here? This line's meant to be somewhere else, I feel like. Is it there normally? I have no idea. Why have I bought a bike? Why would someone buy an exercise bike? Why? I mean, I've bought an exercise bike, Barracks. I'm gonna use it. Is it normally under? Is it actually normally under inbox? It didn't look right there to me. I'm glad I'm not the only one. People confirming I'm not the only one who clicks and drags stuff. I mean, why you did it on stream? I didn't do it on stream, Barrack. I'm actually using it as a bookshelf chat. You should do it on stream. Can you imagine? It does have wheels so I can move it around. Maybe I should have a channel points redemption. You know, 50,000 channel points to make me cycle a mile. That would be awful. What would be an acceptable amount of miles for channel points, chat? Thing is, I wouldn't really want to just get sweaty on stream. It's already quite hot under all the studio lights. Who was this guy playing for before? Ranheim. Are they any good? Just have a look at their best young player, right? Did anyone else ever pick up a can and try and drink it the wrong way? I'm just going to pour it up my nose. Imagine cycling in the prison suit. I don't want to imagine that. 200k for 1 mile. That's quite a lot. 100 channel points for a meter. Right, we're going to have to do some conversions here because the bike works in miles. Oh! 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 One of their top candidates, Valor. Hello. They've just been knocked out the European qualifiers, haven't they? Wait, they got to the They got to the Conference League group stages. I mean, they're getting pounded in it, but Conference League group stages, they got 2 million in the bank because of that European run. Oh, that's exciting, isn't it? We could attend the interview. Should I? Could I? I mean, they've got players on like close to £2,000 a week. I don't have that kind of money. They have a lot more than us. They've won the league 4 out of the last 6 years. But they've not qualified for Europe next year. Oh. No European football next year, though. I've actually made a decision already, chat. I knew the decision straight away. There's a poll going on. It's very 50-50. I'm going to break your heart here. Absolutely not. Off, Valor. Off. Why would anyone think I'm just going to leave after one successful season at Fjolnir? Who do you guys think I am? Do you guys think I'm Mourinho hopping around clubs and just moving project to project? Bloody hell, lads. What do you take me for? What do you... Some of you out there going, do the interview, do it, go to that... No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, thank you. Do their interview to see their weekly budgets for comparison, but you can just compare the money here. They are on like double the wage budget of us. They've not even got European football next year because we beat them on the last day, chat. That's the reason they sacked their manager is because of me. Valor should fear me. Can't believe some of you genuinely thought I was even considering that. Like, what'd you boys take me for? What do you take me for? Not having that. Bloody hell. I mean, Valor. Do I want to give any of these players contracts? He is awful, isn't he? Georgeson might be worth giving a new deal to. I'll give you a part-time deal, mate. You get £5 a game. £5 a week. There we go. Homegrown at club goalkeeper. Have I done any coaching courses? No, but we don't have any money to do them at the moment. Imagine if Fram gave me a job interview and people were like, yeah, go for it. You wouldn't be doing it then, would you? Shocking. Birgir Helgason, he's developing, isn't he? Bloody hell. That's a lot of green arrows. Who's Fram's best young player now? I feel like we should just keep taking their best players. He's not bad, is he? He's not bad. He's your best young player, is he, Fro? I'll take him for free. Oh, thanks, lads. No, he don't want to talk about that. I'll tell you what, he's played me there. He has played me there. But fair play, you made me look like a proper knob. Valor offered us a job interview, RBB. Are any of these players particularly good? Kvist. Chat, he's a giant. He's a beast. He's very, very tall. Don't really need players who are just very, very tall, though. As much as, being tall is a pretty big X factor with that kind of jumping reach. Imagine how good our Champions League money is going to be. Did he have 20 long throws as well? Did he actually? That's mental. What's the point in having 20 long throws when you have 19 jumping reach? Also, we got contracts expiring in a second. How far do you reckon he can throw with 20 long throws? Back post? Probably. Bring back Yoshi-sun's been removed from my shortlist. Why have you been removed from my shortlist? Oh, you're still on the Twitch Regens one. That's fine. Do you reckon he throws the ball so well? He throws it, then he runs into the box and gets under it. Oh, chat, my headset's just done the angry beeping noise of, we're low on battery. Oh my god, all my staff's contracts are expiring and I have not been paying attention. This is fine. These guys are all quite good. They're being recommended. He's... lots of negatives. Abdal Steinson, is he good? Injury prone. Right. We've got some staffs whose contracts have expired. I probably need to sort them out, but I need to swap out the battery in my headset because it's just doing an angry beep, and I might use it as an opportunity to stretch my legs and go to the loo. I mean, is it worth just keeping these players, these staff members here with the expired contracts? Because they all want wage rises that I can't actually give them. I don't really want to lose my assistant manager. And I think I can do better than this scout, but he wants to be paid £130, whereas at the moment he's on 50. I kind of need to wait for the European money to come in the summer. I think once we get a little bit of European money in, then maybe I look at the staff again. But I think for now, maybe we just keep it as it is. I know it's a lot of month to month, so we'll have to keep an eye on if any of our staff get poached. But it's just tricky. It's just tricky. I don't have a player, but I have a team if that's all right. I mean, Jack, I can check out a team, but the league they're in might not be loaded, so you might be underwhelmed by what you see. But you have now redeemed to check out a player. Is this guy good? He's from Iceland. Started his career at AZ. Playing in the... He's not that good, is he? He's not that good, is he? How was F1 Manager? I was suitably hyped with everything they showed, Chris. Suitably hyped. It was very, very good, everything I saw for it. The Gibraltar national team, Kappa, right? We're not allowing people to search for teams anymore. You go look at players. So Gibraltar 197th. There you go, everyone. We've had a look at it. You spent 20,000 channel points for this. I hope that was well spent. I followed thinking this was only an F1 Manager channel. Tricked. Pranked. I am curious. Did anyone stumble on in yesterday for the F1 Manager stuff for the first time and you kind of just stuck around? Because like, it seems nice here. There's a good vibe. What about the renamed regions? We can have a look at the Twitch regions. Why is Gozzy here? Whenever you trial a player, that happens, doesn't it? Flasker looks okay. Did he play at all for Valor? He didn't. And bring back Yoshi. I hate it. Played 15 games. Did not play very well in them. Clubs in Iceland release players. Are any of these guys good? I don't think any of these are actually anything too special, but you never know. Like, you could be pleasantly surprised. Like, is this guy good? I mean, he's not terrible. If his demands are reasonable, I might take him on. He played for Brighton. I say he played for Brighton. That's generous terminology. He was signed for Brighton and then just vibed on the South Coast for a while. He wants to be a starter player. How much do you want? 950? Absolutely. No, have a day off. Have a day off. There was definitely a Gibraltarian wonder kid. I mean, there wasn't even like a regen there. So that there wasn't, mate, under their hot young prospect. Who's this guy? Dante Casanova. What a name. What a name. Helgi500, thank you for subbing with a tier 1. I appreciate you. Chat, get some Viduka spam in the chat. There's a distinct lack of Viduka usage lately. We need to change that. Some people have offered to sign one of our players who is not very good, to put it bluntly. Hrainson. How does Hrainson compare with Gunnarsson, who we've just signed? Yeah, all right. Horizon can leave for a free. That's fine with me. Okay. So the team is starting to take shape. I've just realised, did any of the players whose contract's expiring just stick around? Oh, Pettersson still wants to stay here, chat. I mean, if he's happy to be a backup, fine. If not, do I just keep him around anyway? Oh, this is annoying. If he was happy to be a backup, I'd be fine with it. Maybe when Matthias joins, he'll then be happy to be a backup. I have got one idea, which is because he's going to be the backup goalie, we offer him this important player thing. But then we offer him £10 a week with an appearance fee of £300. And we know he's not going to play. We know that he's not going to play. Would that be cruel? Would that be cruel to do it to? I might try it. Oh, he hated it. He bloody hates me. He hates me. It was a good plan. Right, how about this? 50. I'm being very generous here, and I think you know that deep down inside. Bloody, I've pissed him off. The good news is, he's still at the club, so we can just try again in a few months to scam him. Carl has announced that he wants to leave on a free transfer. You know what, Carl? You can f*** off. Let's just, can I release him for free? 20, I'm not paying him 20,000. I'll cash in whilst I can, Carl. Offer to clubs. I want £1,000 for him, but to be honest, I'll take it. I'll take him for nothing. Oh, 4 have offered nothing, and they want me to pay his wages. Absolutely not. I'll offer him out for nothing, but then remove the selling wage contribution. Let's get rid of him. Jack, when was it that you were streaming Tony Hawk Pro Skater? That was like over a year ago. No one now wants Carl. Carl, look, find a club. I'll leave the club, Carl. Get out of here. Be free. Planner apparently is in contention to win Norway's Young Player of the Year award. Oh, so you're telling me that Planner is going to win the award that Erling Haaland's won for like the last 20 years? I'm okay with that. I'm actually okay with that. Did people get a chance to check out the F1 Manager announcement stuff yesterday? If you did, what did you think of it? I appreciate that the actual stream and like the announcement stuff was kind of at a weird time if you were working or maybe at school. But maybe you got a chance to catch up on it in the evening or whatever. Hey, TC Mankind, welcome on into the stream, mate. It looks really in-depth. I'm pre-ordered on PS5 when it went live. Oh, nice. It's weird, right? I saw people like talking about the price tag because it's like £45, but then like £40 if you pre-order. But like I've got my PS5. PS5 games now, like this, the average price has gone up to like £60 to £70 for like games, which is mad. Like it's kind of crazy to think that the PC market hasn't really jumped with that, at least not to the same extent. Also makes me appreciate the fact you can usually pick up Football Manager for like £32. Pape Kamara wants a new contract. Goodmanson, please solve this. He's on, to be fair, he is on £75 a week. Which probably, to be fair to him, probably should be on a little bit more than that. We can't afford it. That's not true, we can afford it, but we'll just lie. We're paying him £75 a week. We are scamming him. What happened in Season 2? I don't want to say spoilers. There will be the recap video going up on my main channel probably this weekend. But if you've not seen how the season ended, or as the league table is just on screen, you should go watch the last VOD. It's probably more action-packed than what we're doing today, which is just chilled out pre-season vibes. Any deals so far? None yet. I'm just going to wait for it to inevitably go on Game Pass. Will it go on Game Pass, though? I don't know if it will. Not because it's like a yearly sports game. And it's not like Frontier operate on any other, like, yearly... There's not many yearly release games that work on, like, a... Well, on, like, a Game Pass thing, other than, obviously, EA. But EA's always had, like, the EA Play stuff. I feel like it might not end up on Game Pass, would be my concern for anyone holding out for it to be on Game Pass. We don't have any of the players in the top 50 players in world football, but Harry Kane is ahead of Lewandowski. What a cursed timeline. To be fair, that's a valid point, actually. FM is on Game Pass, but wasn't that a bit of a unique one-off deal? I feel like there's a big difference between... Because Football Manager, obviously, they've done stuff with Stadia in the past. Although, actually, that was a Sega thing, right? Sega have actually put a lot of their games on Game Pass. Like Total War Warhammer 3, I think, was on Game Pass day one. Did I sign that young player who was a striker who wanted to be a star player? I did, Finley. I signed him to a 5-year deal. Well, it's 3 years with an optional 3-year extension. I'm hoping he's as good as he thinks he is. Yeah, just as a little reminder with how this transfer window works, our players don't actually join us till the 18th of February. Okay, Gozzi's trial finished. Has he lowered his demands at all? Gozzi, have you lowered your demands? You're asking for £1,000. You're still asking for 1,000. Chat, remind me at the end of November to check on Gozzi. Also, we should probably look at players with contracts expiring in 6 months. See if our scouts found anyone good playing in the other Scandi leagues. He's not as good as my scouts think he is. Mathiasson, is he good? Hates big matches. What's the goal for Europe this year? Maybe we can make the Conference League group stage, but I think it's going to be tough. FM21 was on Game Pass, so it looks like the next couple of FMs will go on Game Pass. I mean, potentially, I'll be honest, I wouldn't trust that line of thinking just because of what happened with Stadia, where Football Manager was on Stadia 1 year, but it was just a one-off 1-year deal. I say that because I don't want people to just assume that Football Manager is always going to be on Game Pass day one, and then it isn't. Like, don't get me wrong, I'd love it to be. I think that's great for the game if it is. But I wouldn't say it's a given. Is Frontier doing cooperation with EA? No. Well, Frontier's game is being published. Actually, do Frontier publish their own games? I think they do. I think they function as their own publisher. Do Frontier self-publish Frontier Zoo and Planet Frontier Zoo? Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo? I think they do. Uttanan. He's not good. That Christian Eriksen guy was popping up last year, wasn't he? We laughed at his name then. He just keeps showing up. Okay, we've just lost one of our scouts, which I thought this might happen with some of our staff, but I think we can actually do better than the scouts that we're losing. So let's have an actual look. Also, is it weird that attribute masking doesn't exist for staff? Question mark. Like, I see people always talk about attribute masking, but it doesn't exist for staff. This guy's really good. Holy crap. This guy might be good enough to justify me sacking my current chief scout. Wait, we don't have a chief scout, do we? We literally... This man is our chief scout. He's really good. Sign a 3-year deal. Become our chief scout. And also, this guy's not too bad either. He also just wants to be a scout. £2,000 compensation. We'll do it. We'll do it. Those would be 2 pretty good scouts to pick up. Obviously, we're not going to get the craziest recruitment team or staff team still, because just as a little reminder, we're still a semi-pro team who are massively in debt. Really, we need a good European run this year. Yeah, the Qatar World Cup's going on at the moment. That's a good point. We'll keep an eye on for stuff popping up, but I'm not someone who like pays loads of attention to the international competitions. Do I want to pay the £1,000 compensation for this guy? I think we can stomach it. I think we can do that. We have 40,000 transfer budget, and he's a good scout for our team. I'm just wondering, who's Breidablik's key young player? Breidablik seems to produce some good youngsters. This guy's decent. Magnusson. How does Magnusson compare with... where are we looking? Where are we looking? I'm looking for a centre-back, and I can't remember their name. This is awkward. Hjalmarsson. He was higher up than I was looking. If I could get him for £0, I'll take him. But I doubt that's going to be how much they ask for. We can try. 5,000. It's probably not worth it. Okay, Gunnarsson's joined us. New recruitment team are in chat. Oh, A-. Wonder what it would take to get an A+. Wonder if they have any good recommendations. Yeah, this is a tune, actually. I actually checked the name of the songs. It's one of those songs that, yeah, it's like, this is a bop. But I can never remember the name of it. For people wondering, it's Cobra Style by the Teddy Bears. Yeah, we've recruited recruiters, right? That's plan A. Or part A done. Samu Alanko. Is he good? He's not bad. Was he released from AC Oulu? I was meant to go to Oulu at one point. Nice city, allegedly. Over in Western Finland. Sunderland career mode next. No. What team do I support? I support Liverpool. Tomorrow's Part to Prem episode, chat, is a bit drama-filled. I'm a little bit worried I could get sacked. Just a bit behind the curtain there. I am a little bit concerned I could end up getting sacked. Which would be... I don't know what happens if I get sacked. I've not really planned for that, I'll be honest. Okay, commercial summary. We made more money than last year. Scouting budget's been set. Oh, we're rich. How? Well, the board expectations are that I win the league and I finish runner-up in the Champions League. And, well, I have a lot of issues at left-back, shall we say. What I'll say is it's very unfortunate when your first and second choice left-back both get injured for 3 months. And then your other 2 left-backs take it in turns to get sent off. So there's a point where you have 4 of your first-team left-backs all out. Like, that makes things quite difficult. Back to Free Bridges. Free Bridges is not loaded. But anyway, chat, that's tomorrow's video. I don't want to give you too many spoilers, right? Bloody hell. You're going to pry all the information out of me. That's actually a good point, Jack. Let's have a quick look. So, mental attributes. Who's our best judging player? For Gunnarsson. Where are we going? Responsibilities. Reports. Player reports. Oh, I can't do it anyway because he's a scout. You can't have your scouts provide the reports from within the club. So instead, we're still relying on Sigurdsson, who's our assistant. I could move to Red Star. That's true. Yeah, I don't know what happens if I get sacked in Park to Prem, chat. I mean, hopefully it won't happen, right? But I've not really planned like what I would do. I think I'd end up staying in England. If indeed I stand at all. Maybe I'd just retire. Maybe it's just the end. You know, it's like in older video games, like in the arcade, you just game over. Start from the beginning. I think our best approach here is going to be to focus on the freebies, by the way. Who's this guy? He's quite good. He's on £1,700 a week. I guess a few of these guys are people who are new scouts, have knowledge on, which is cool to see. We know of a guy, sorry, there's a guy in the Uruguayan First Amateur Division that we have knowledge on. This man, how do we have knowledge on the Amateur Uruguayan Division? I have questions. Like, serious questions. Is this guy good? Not really. Not wowed by the options of players with contracts expiring. When is the season starting and ending? Our season doesn't start until, well, our pre-season starts in February. Our actual league season doesn't start till kind of early May. Hey, NYG, how's it going? Here's the thing, chat. We have no transfer budget. And the transfer window doesn't open for 2 months. So really, I should just mash continue a little bit now that we've established there's no super go-to players available right now. Oh, right. I'm going to give my space bar a warm-up here, chat. Work the space bar. That's what they call me. That should actually be my new name. Work the space bar. Oh, okay. Icelandic. You know what? Respect to Sports Bible doing a review of the Icelandic Premier League. Best match was a 1-1. Not sure about that one, Chief. Signing of the season. I mean, there you go. Jack, what was the key to your success this year? It was our recruitment. It was our recruitment was massive this year. Look at the performances. Look at the performances. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But my con's not there, so I feel sad. Oh yeah, let's have a look at Gozzi. We did check on Gozzi a second ago, didn't we? And he hadn't lowered his demands. Gozzi, have you changed your mind yet? I'm not improving the coaching team, but I'll teach you Icelandic. Do we offer him a new trial? I feel like if I trial him, it's less likely I'll just forget he exists, and it probably reduces the odds on him actually retiring. Was our team the overachievers? I missed that. Imagine if we got 5 out of 5. Shocking, by the way, Mycon wasn't there. I wonder if Mycon wasn't there because he'd retired. You misread the rule change, Alex Bass. I'm pretty sure. 7 subs used, max... Oh, max 3 used? Oh, wait, has it gone down? I thought it said something set different a second ago. Am I going crazy? Maybe I'm going crazy. Because it says 7 name... Doesn't this indicate, I mean, it's not changed? Also, is it just me? Or is this inbox item the least clear inbox item in the game? I feel like they tried to make it clearer, and instead they just made it a mindfuckery of a inbox item. To be fair, I think most of the time we only made 3 subs last season anyway. I kept forgetting we could make 5 with 3 stops. Right, Icelandic Cup draw, everyone. We don't really care. This is the pre-season cup. Where are we? Breiðablik, Grindavik, Grotta, Keflavik, and my face is covering this perfectly, isn't it? Can we? I can't show. There is no easy way for me to show you my group. You have to take my word for it, chat. It's an easy group. We've got to try and win the Icelandic League Cup again. There you go. There's our group. Should have just waited for the inbox item. So Breiðablik are going to be the best team, I think, and Grindavik are not too bad, and Keflavik just stayed up. That is in 79 days' time. Oh, my word. Have a lovely holiday. Pre-season is a chilled-out vibe here, isn't it? What I will say is we should probably keep an eye out for players. Just because there probably will be players who just randomly, like, whose contracts expired, who randomly, you know, decide, actually, I am now interested. Oh, chat. Chat. I've got to try. Could Marcelo play Regista? I may never recover from this. Imagine if I'd got in Marcelo and trained him to play Regista. We just have a pipeline of Brazilian fullbacks that we take on to play Regista. Oh, I just feel sad. Why show him in the list of players that are considered doubtful? Why give me that hope? Oh, 40-year-old Jermaine Defoe. Here's the thing, though. He would take up a non-EU player spot, which is less than ideal. But it is Jermaine Defoe, who actually doesn't look that bad in terms of his pace. He's actually still quite good. Well, we tried. I mean, I'll keep Marcelo on the radar, chat. Defoe Regista. Look, chat, the reason I trained Maicon to play Regista is because he was actually good at Regista. Not for memes. Jermaine Defoe makes no sense to train at Regista. It just doesn't make sense. We looked at Aaron Lennon a few streams ago, I think. I keep noticing him popping up in the list. I mean, it's a yikes from me. It's a yikes from me. I didn't even realise Aaron Lennon was still playing football. We haven't actually looked at... How is Sol Bamba? I mean, Sol Bamba, giant of a man. Didn't he have a really long... Was it a long-term injury, or did he have some kind of sickness? Where he was out for a long time? Or am I confusing that with something else? I feel like he had a long layoff in football for something, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, did he have cancer? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I thought there was something like that. Fair play to him. I remember he came on, didn't he, on off the bench for a game. What game was it this year where I saw him come on and then they played him at striker? Oh, no, they didn't. They played him at... Was it Forest v United? Was it Forest he was playing... Who was he playing for this year? There was a game where he came on right at the end. Oh, it was Borough. Yeah, it was Borough against United, of course. I'm thinking red and white championship team. I'd like to offer my sincere apologies to Nottingham Forest and Middlesbrough fans. I had the image in my head, you know, with what at Old Trafford. I remember him getting subbed on in that game to try and like see out the game for Middlesbrough to take it to pens. We've got Gozzy in on trial, Werty, but I appreciate the heads up. We'll have a look on the 1st of December, see if Gozzy's demands have lowered or if there's any new players popping up. Maybe Marcelo will listen to me in December. You know, maybe December's the month of magic. Maybe. The finances are worrying me a little bit, everyone. I can pretend the finances are all fine. Negative 600,000. It's not ideal. We've already tried to trial Marcelo RPG, man. We have already tried. December's Christmas, right? Christmas spirit of giving and all that, right? Who's this bloke? He is not a realistic signing on those wages, right? Marcelo, are you interested now? Not yet. Trial for 2 weeks? Let me know what you think, brother. Don't know what I'm talking to him like he's here. Let me know what you think, brother. He's going to reply to me and going, you know what, Jack? You've called me brother. I'm convinced. I can believe chat. If I talk to him like we're friends, maybe then he'll listen to me. He's rejected the trial. You're not my brother anymore. Not having it. Not having it. Really, I want to look at players whose contracts expired who aren't too old. Because we have seen some pretty good players just pop up here from our staff. If only I had Mike on to speak to him. Can you imagine? I could have had Mike on do us a favour. Surely he's read something on Lad Bible, Marcelo, about the fact that we've had Mike on playing for us. We have already looked at Obama a lot. I can tell people who maybe missed the last stream or the stream before, because we've gone through these roller coaster of emotions that you guys see. I see people go, there's a guy called Obama. I've seen it, chat. We've looked at him the last 2 streams. He's not got any better in that time. Just to appease you all, here is Obama. There he is. Do we have one more European spot in the league? Actually, do we have some more European spots in the league? Hello? Do we? Do we? It doesn't say anything about the continental spots. I think the continental spots are always a bit funky, to be honest. Because actually the number of spots available won't even be settled until the coefficients are set. I don't think. I'm trying to now remember how it works, because obviously our season is offset from European competition. So we qualified for the Champions League, but we don't go into it until next year. Where are we in this list? We're 49th in the club coefficient. Qualification spaces. Nah, it's the same number of spots where this land here. That is Iceland there. So it's still just 14 spots, but the game's just doing weird stuff. It could go up if Iceland climbs those rankings. But I think that is unlikely to happen. Kind of want to have another quick look at the national youth teams. Why is it always goalkeepers are available on freeze? I don't need goalkeepers. I need Norwegians. I wonder if Flo will talk to us yet. I'm really obsessing about Flo. Now I think of Flo, who used to play for Chelsea. Did he go to Rangers, Flo? Was it, I'm trying to remember his name. Was it Tor Andre Flo? I can't remember. It was a combination of names. Oh, Flo, come on. Come on. Hey, Adam Boyd redeemed to check out a play. You want me to check out an Angolan called Zinni? I hope he's loaded in, mate, for your sakes. Chat. I don't think he's loaded in. I will say, chat, I know I respect the people who save up the points for check out regens and stuff. Maybe don't go for the most obscure regens in the world. Or not even regens, the most obscure real players in the world. I appreciate you want to find out how this random player in your save game's doing. But I'm managing in Iceland, so I didn't really prioritise loading Angolan players. I'm sorry to break hearts. Also, does Willie Weston want to join us yet? I bloody love Willie Weston. Who are these other guys who are on my to-watch list? He's not bad. Yeah, brah! He's very good. Can I have him for free? No, I thought that might be a bit ambitious. This guy's not bad either. Why is his... Oh, his contract's about to expire. Ugh, I'm not paying that for him. Oh, chat, Willie Weston wants to talk. He wants to be my first choice goalkeeper, though. And I just want to sign him because his name is Willie Weston. Which probably isn't a good reason to sign a player, to be honest. I mean, he's not as good as my other goalkeeper. But his name is Willie Weston. I'm thinking of potential memes. I'm also thinking of the fact that I could probably do with the £400 he's asked. I can't sign him for that. I'm sorry to the fans of Willie out there. I know that Mr. Willie Weston has a lot of fans. Unfortunately, I'm not one of them. He's too greedy. is our Willie. You know what? Maybe there's a chance down the line to sign him, but not today. So has Gozzy lowered his demands yet? I feel like every day I keep checking this. Gozzy, lower the wage demands, son. Please. Just imagine, chat, if it wasn't the Qatar World Cup in the winter, we'd be having a World Cup round the corner right now. I'd be sat on stream opening stickers right now, put them in a sticker book instead of playing FM. What a time we could be having. Who's this guy? Jeffrey. He plays for FC Latti. Great stand. This is the stand that I broke into. I have broken into this stadium. Is that enough of a reason to sign Jeffrey here? Or is it Joffrey? It's Jeffrey. Is it Jeffrey, right? I mean, Chine-Do is a fantastic name. I should call him Chine-Do. It would have started on Friday. Oh, don't tell me that. He's quite good. What's his goal scorer record like? 10 goals in the Finnish Premier League. How much does he want a week? Oh, he wants to be a key player. That scares me. No. No. Can he do that? That was mental. What does he think we can afford? Think I made him money. He might be good. He ain't that good. Can we up our range? Oh, we could look at the whole of Iceland. I could have my scouting range in Northern Europe for a month. Would that be worth doing now? It's a bit of a gamble. If I do it now, maybe I can pick up some players on freeze because all their contracts are expiring in Northern Europe. You know what? Life's for making dumb risks. And I like a dumb risk. Find me some new players that I was not aware of. Like this guy who was playing for Oostersund. We'll see if it was worth it. We'll see if it was worth it, chat. If we find one good player who wasn't showing up before, probably worth it. Age at most 25, caps 1. Is there anyone new who's showing up? Farah? He's not, is he? Nambishi. Fantastic name. Not such a fantastic footballer. Guys, there's a guy called Yoda. There's a guy called Yoda. Good player is Yoda. Good player is Yoda. I mean, he's very, very quick. But he's transfer list as well. 75 grand. I can't afford it, but I could approach to sign him. 1.6 grand. Not made him any Yoda. Thai centre back. Again, probably not worth it. I think the search to do actually here is expiring in 3 months. There's lots of players whose contracts are going to be expiring in these Nordic countries who are probably pretty good. Chat, honestly, if Yoda wasn't asking for so much money, I'd really consider siding him. Shaft Brewer. Shaft is a very unfortunate first name, isn't it? At least in my head, Shaft is a very rude word. To be called Shaft is I'm not Shaft. Shaft. It's not. I just think of. You know what I'm thinking of. I just think it's a bit unfortunate. This guy's not bad. Left, fairly left-footed, not just left. Is Shaft a name that's used commonly in America that I've just never come across? Is that just a thing? Who calls their kid Shaft? I've got questions. Like, I try not to judge people, but imagine calling your kid Shaft. Like, it's very, very sad, isn't it? Are there any good pacey forwards? He's not, is he? He's not either. Let's type in. Should we see how many other Shafts there are in the world? I've searched Shafts there, plural. There is one person called Shaft in the 80,000 players I have loaded in Football Manager. I'll rest my case on the name Shaft not being a good name. I'm not sold on the name. I won't be calling my firstborn Shaft, put it that way. Oh, this guy's Icelandic. He's quite good. Started his career at Breidablik, then went to Christiansen in Norway. He's not had a great career in Norway. He wants to be an advanced forward. I'm thinking box-to-box midfielder. How much money does he think I have? Oh, no, walk away. I'm running away from that one. Never mind bloody walking. Get me a bike. I'll ride away into the distance. Calico, he's not bad. High quality photo. That's how you know he might be good. High quality photo, folks. If you see a high quality photo, chances are they're reasonable at football. It's not necessarily the most solid logic, but it's the logic I choose to follow. Peter Godley Michael. See, Godley. There's a good name. Godley is a good name. That's like you're setting your child up for success by calling them Godley. Calling your child Shaft. I mean, you're just shafting them, literally. You are just shafting them quite literally. I mean, I think I might add this guy to my players to track shortlist, because if he gets released completely, we might be able to get him for a good price. I'd really like to get like another striker in. I've just got like a really generic search here for finishing and acceleration and pace. You know, I'm a simple man. If you can run quick and shoot, I'll consider you. Gabriel Anderson, not sure. I mean, Langriken isn't bad. Like, he's pretty good. Fairly professional personality, okay determination. He's been playing in the Norwegian second division recently, and we love the Norwegian second division, as we've already established. How much does he want a week? Our game, we're not big enough for your ambitions. How bloody ambitious are you, mate? You're going to go to the moon and walk on it. Like, you're not that big. Oh, you know, I forgot what it's like to be turned down. Doesn't happen to me often, folks. I mean, look at me. But I've been there. Is it bad that I'm just ignoring the players without faces? Don't have a face, don't care. Right, who's quick? You must have just some quick footballers. Shaft just keeps showing up. Should we just sign a load of fast? There's a Filipino player here. He's awful. I really got excited for a moment, and I've been let down quite expertly. Abubakar. Abubakar is like a footballer's name in my mind. Have I used the new bike yet? I did a quick, like, 15-minute go on it earlier to see how it was, and it was good. It was good. I mean, I could wheel it in for you, Chad, but I don't think it's that interesting. Also, it's quite a lot of effort to wheel in an exercise bike just to show you it on stream. Robert Williams. Did he show it before? Sorry, I'll go back a second. Is this guy's barber called Moses? Because that is one hell of a parting. It looks like a man just gone... Split the Red Sea there. Literally. I don't like any of these options. I mean, this guy's not bad. Do any of these guys have youth caps? Maybe youth caps is a thing to look at here as we trawl through players who are based in Scandinavia. He's not terrible. He's not terrible. Shaft keeps showing up, chat. Is it a sign? Am I meant to sign Shaft? He's just been relegated to the 3rd division. It's not great. He's played a game in MLS, apparently. This Kanate guy I looked at a second ago, he actually doesn't look that bad, but he's not really what I'm looking for. Johansson. Sorensen. See, this guy's not bad. He's already decided he wants to leave on a free. Are his demands reasonable? They're not outrageous, but he's a left-footed right-back, and that scares me. I question the sanity of any player who learns to play a full-back position the opposite side to the side they play. Wait, this guy's camped for Ghana's youth team. Does he look really good, or am I crazy? He can play centre-back or centre-forward. I mean, I'm thinking striker. He looks like a pretty good pressing forward. Ambitious. He's part Norwegian as well, so he wouldn't count as a non-EU player. He would get homegrown at club status if he ends up being actually good. I'll give him regular start. He wants £200. Yearly wage rise. No. No. We could do some creative bookkeeping with shuffling around some of the pay to try and save us some pennies. He's good, right? Gavey here. He looks good. Who's his favourite personality? Chat, there's a man called Prince Williams. It's Prince William. I mean, he's now 49 years old and from Ghana. But this man is best mates with the royal family. He is best mates with the royal family. I mean, you'll love to see it. Prince William doesn't want to sign for us, but maybe Martin Gavey does. Is it Gavey or Gavi? Probably Gavi. How does he compare with, like, Hafforsen? I mean, he's a way less technically gifted player, way more defensive orientated, but he is 18. How does he compare with Gunnarsson, who we agreed to sign? He's quite good. I do like him. I'm a bit concerned I'm signing too many youngsters. I mean, some of them will just go into our youth team. Also, does Marcelo want to join us yet? I'm sad. All right, let's check on Gozzi. I actually checked on Gozzi like a day ago, but because we've not hit continue much in the last hour, I appreciate it. It feels like a lifetime ago. Because we upgraded the scouting range, but I can only have the scouting range for a month. I feel like we really have to make use of it, you know. We have to capitalise on this whilst we can. So here we're looking at players who are 21, age at most 21, have at least one international youth cap and their contract's already expiring. What about any of these whose contracts have already expired? Does anyone new pop up? Like, some of these really aren't that bad. This guy's name is Chuck Woody. I love the name Chuck Woody. I don't know why. It just doesn't sound like a real name, does it? What's my opinion on Dennis Undav? I'll be honest, I have not watched any Belgian football in my life, ever. So my entire knowledge of him is based on FIFA, where he has a card that's quite good. So a great bloke. That's my good stocky body type in FIFA, Dennis Undav. That's my review. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Hans Hansen. It's not an imaginative name, is it? Santiago Duque? Probably not how you say it. Have I watched the Obi-Wan series? I haven't. Although I did finish watching all the episodes that are currently out, at least for the latest Life is Strange series, which we're not going to discuss in the chat because it's not been out very long. And it's not fun spoiling it for people. I take spoilers very seriously. So if anyone puts any spoilers in the chat, you are banned forever. Did I say Life is Strange? I meant Stranger Things. You all knew what I meant. My brain's not working. I'm trying to concentrate on Football Manager. Help me. I'm balls deep looking at Scandinavian regions. I don't have the capacity in my brain to do more thinking. What do you guys take me for? How talented do you think I am? This guy's good. Nicholas Svensson. Why did he show up? Oh, international caps at least 0, and he just showed up. Because I misclicked. I mean, sometimes you have happy accidents. He wants to be a left back. No. No. You'd be a centre back. You want 1.7. Suddenly I'm thinking Gozzy at £1,000 might be a really good deal, chat. Have I watched The Boys? I haven't watched the latest episodes for the new series. Fantastic hair. Maybe I should judge players on their hair more. Okay hair. Bam. This guy's name is Bam. I'm not being funny. If your first name is Bam, you are instantly cool. There are some names that if you're born with, you're cool instantly. Bam is one of those names. If you're born with the name Shaft, there are Shafts in this world and there are Bams in this world. There's been a few Thai players pop up. I know there are like Thai players who play in Scandinavia. I just wonder if there's more that I should be aware of who are like worth signing and available. Sorry to anyone who's called Shaft. It is nothing personal, but you have been shafted in life. That looks like a wig to me. Just going back to the hair, everyone. That looks like a wig. Fantastic hair. If anything, if you accuse someone of having a wig, that's almost the highest compliment you can pay to their hair. You're kind of saying it's so good you don't believe it could be real. Okay, I've come to the conclusion there are no good players when I filter by international caps. There is currently a poll in the chat on what is the better name, Bam or Shaft? Oh, guys, there's a guy from Vietnam. Should we have a look at the Vietnam national team? You know, you never know. Okay, there is no one in the national team. Well, that's unfortunate. In fact, if we go here, though, who's the best Is it Vietnamese players? Why does this guy look familiar? Have I signed him in a save game before? I'm looking at him and I feel like I've seen his face before, and I don't know why. Maybe I've just looked at him before in another save game. He looks quite good. I'll sign him for free. Not paying that for him. Back to the drawing board, I think. I mean, I'll tell you what. Atakai, that's another good name. Atakai. I mean, I'll tell you what, he is going to attack high. No, it doesn't work because he can't actually jump. So he's not going to attack high. He's just quick. Where has he been playing? He's been playing for SJK. He has no... You just have to tell him to run somewhere and he'll go that way in a straight line. With 5 balance, he'll probably struggle with turning. Joel Matson. No. Oh, he's got a picture. Unji. He's quite good. He's actually quite ambitious personality. He's playing in the Norwegian First Division. Thing is, because he's See, really, I should be looking at players who are 18 who will get homegrown status at club, because that is actually more beneficial to me as signings. Hey, Nerve, welcome. I feel like if you haven't seen how the season ended, and I know it's a bit of a boring answer, I'd actually recommend going and watching the VOD of the last stream on YouTube rather than being here today. Because at the moment, we're just doing kind of chilled out pre-season, and the end of the season, I could sum up in a few sentences, but it wouldn't do it justice. For all the twists and turns. Has Gozzy lowered his demands yet? No. We've not. It continues. Should we see Marcelo? Marcelo, do you want to join me? Not Marcelo Bielsa. I mean, I'd love Bielsa to join me, but I don't think that's realistic, you know. Why can I not find Marcelo? Why are there so many Marcelos in the world? They really are trying to make this more difficult, aren't they, for me? Looking for a left-back Marcelo who's also free. And I know someone sat thinking, Jack, why do you not just, like, search for him, like, on the player search screen? I don't want to have to redo all the filters I've got currently set up. Although we can just hide them, I suppose. Kevin Morales has now popped up. Interesting. Interesting. We'll offer him a trial. Kevin Morales? Oh, my word. That is not the polygon I expected to see when I clicked on him. I thought he'd be better than that, I'll be honest. Right, let's go back to the age at most 18, expiring in 3 months. Sorted by rep. Who's this guy? Gazuani. Pacer Bran. Hey, where is Bran based in? Oh, fuck. I know the answer is what city Bran is based in. Why has it gone from my head? Bergen, right? Bran is in Bergen. Bergen. Chat's probably already around that. Look, I have knowledge, chat. I have knowledge of Norway. So you thought there's no way he's going to know where they're from. Well, there is a way. This guy's good. Do you want to have a chat? We don't play with wingers, but we could play with wingers, right? We could choose it. He's perfectionist. He's left-footed. And his contract just expires, so we can just take him. Oh, I don't... He's really good, but I shouldn't pay £800 for him. But I feel like I might regret it forever if I didn't sign him. He's 16. I probably shouldn't do it. But I'm really tempted to. Chat, remind me of that player if we don't find anyone good searching through things this way. He'd probably show up in these search results anyway that we're doing now. Youth apps at least 1. Weird how they're not getting called up for the international team. I reckon if I offered him a trial, it'd probably get turned down. We can try it, right? They'll probably turn this down, but we can try. You shoot your shot. He's very good, isn't he? That other guy, not his friend here. Larson here plays with Lingby. They're quite good, but ain't it? Christensen producing good players IRL. Have they got a good player with a contract expiring? Hello, Sailor. They do. Now I'm sat thinking, do I just go through all the Norwegian Premier League teams here and just see who they've got with contracts expiring? The thing is, there's no guarantee that their best hot prospects have contracts expiring. He's very good. But his contract doesn't expire for another year. Kim Hay. That's a nice, easy name for me to say. Unfortunately, contract is not expiring. There's some very good players here, isn't there? There's some very good players here as we're just flicking through. See, if I was just playing with Recruitment masking off, I'd just scout all these guys anyway. I feel like I should probably be adding them to lists. Like, this guy's really good. He's really good. Seems like most of the players are on longer term deals because, you know, most teams have actually got their good young players on contracts because that's a sensible thing to do. Oh, they're never going to let me trial him, are they? I wonder if it's worth checking out the Norwegian First Division while we're here. I've signed good players from Hakam. Is it Hakam? Is that what they're called for short? Why have I come up with Hakam as a name? Hamkem. Knew they had a weird shortened name. Roy Finn? He ain't it, is he? Carty. I'd recommend going and watching the VODs of the recent stream rather than watching stuff today if you miss recent streams. I know that's a bit of a boring answer, but genuinely, the end of last season was so good that I feel like I can't do it justice. And because we're just doing a chilled out pre-season, let's look at all the good young players and see if there's actually anyone good, you'd probably enjoy it more just watching the previous streams. I know that's a really boring answer. Martin, mate, thank you very much for subbing the Prime. IFC. What is IFC? What football team is IFC, chat? IFC. I can't think who it is. Am I an idiot? Ipswich Town will be ITFC, right? IFC. Chat, the plot thickens. Get your predictions. Or maybe it's just Martini FC. It could just be maybe just wait, their key player's a 16-year-old. I mean, he'd be nuts. When a key player for a second division team is a 16-year-old, you stand up and take notice. Oh, it is just Martini FC. I was thinking there was some mad football team that was just not in my mind. I now feel calm. Okay, sorry. We've talked a little bit about hair today. I've got to question pigtails. I mean, the more I look at it, the more I'm actually thinking it's quite a look, and I could maybe try it myself. You know what? The more I look at it, the more I'm convinced that that'd be a good look on me. What do you reckon, chat? Maybe not. Maybe not. Not in my head. Sounds like a really good idea. I feel like the reality of it would be a bit sad. I kind of want to have a flick through and see if there's any more teams with like really young key players. These guys are really good. I feel like I should add these to the players to track list, really. Just to see if they ever become available again. Or even if we miss out on them and then it turns out they're actually world-class players. And I can say, I was going to sign them. You know, the Wenger classic. I was going to sign the player, but... See, this guy who plays with Tromsø is really good. Tromsø are our affiliate, right? They've just won the league, so... They're probably not going to let anyone go. Nahiri, yeah, his contract's not expiring anytime soon. 18-year-old? Wow. He's very good. Oh, his loan contract's up. His contract with Mould is for longer. He looks fun. Mum, can I have Haaland? But you have Haaland at home. Tialand at home. Colon. It's not funny, Jack. Why are you laughing at your own joke? You loser. He is very good. But I can't sign him. Wait, his contract's expiring. He's not bad either. Although he's on loan too. God damn it, I'm being baited in by the loanies. It's a sad situation. V for Apollo, thank you for subbing with the tier 1. Wait, is that actually Haaland's cousin? No, it's not. That isn't. Is that actually Haaland's cousin? I don't even know what. I don't. But no. I don't actually believe it. I don't actually believe it. There's no... I did think he looked a bit like a B-Tech Haaland. He is quite good. I don't have £500,000. Well, that's a shame. On to the next one. We'll add him to the players to track list, I suppose. He does look quite good. Players to track indefinitely. Right, I should look at the other cousin, this guy. I mean, his contract it's not expiring. He's on loan as well. The loans keep baiting me. I want to keep an eye on this guy. Because I think he is immense. The players on loan with their contracts expiring, I can't sign. Because that's the expiry date of their loan. Also, when I got up, I did actually go and get a breakfast bar. Because that's why I eat at 11 PM. I'm a functional adult. Okay, the trial offer I put in for this guy got rejected. Do I go in and just offer him an amount of money? Good bar, by the way. What have we actually got? It is a go-ahead fruit and oat bake. Strawberry. Source of fibre. 128 calories. I mean, look, go ahead. If you want to sponsor me, please get in touch. Also, FIFA Polo, I do really appreciate the sub, mate. Thank you for being a long-term watcher, first-time subber. I feel like I don't really talk about subs enough and like talking about how much they do actually make a difference, chat. But genuinely, like without Twitch subs, I wouldn't be able to do like their edited network game videos on YouTube. Those videos actually, they cost me more to get edited than I actually make back off them. But because of Twitch subs, that's the kind of thing where I can put the Twitch sub money towards paying for the editor and stuff for bits like that. So I do really appreciate everyone who subs and kind of shows the support that way. Also, it's just nice to get back in a groove with streaming. I hope it's been a bit obvious, but with this save game, I've been having a lot of fun. And with like F1 Manager on the horizon too, I feel like I've got a bit of a second wind at the moment for the year. Which is nice. I just remembered, I need to keep looking for players, because we've only got, for people coming in a bit late, we've upgraded our scouting package for the month to Northern Europe, and after that, the budget is gone. So whilst we have the scout budget, we need to sign players. He's not very good. It's interesting that we've got players who are playing for like Bromby, who are apparently like, you know, semi-realistic transfers for us. Are any of these guys actually any good? Just sorting by wages now to see like players who are getting paid a decent amount. Nah, they're kind of okay. They're kind of all okay. Also, it's interesting how many of these players are just Norwegians showing up. Why is it all Norwegians? Is it just that Norway pay their youngsters more? Nationality is not. This is nothing personal to Norway. Okay, now all the Danes show up. So Lyngby have anyone good? Lyngby usually, well, Lyngby have a really good academy in game. Sort of if they've got players with contracts expiring that I could sign. I took the same guy like 4 times. Have I not got raid notifications on? I haven't got, well, I do have them on, but you've only, apparently I Stay Prod, you only hosted the channel rather than raiding. It just came through 35 seconds ago. I don't have host notifications on because hosting is something that people do, like, anyone can do hosting. But I do appreciate it, mate. Thank you. Yeah, if I had host notifications on, everyone would just host the channel on their own Twitch channel and we would just be bombarded with host notifications. Which is all fun and games until about the 20th one, and then I lose my sanity. Well, I don't know why I always say Stray Prod. I just can't read. I can't read. Please send help. But I'm doing good, thank you, mate. Does Arundel not have more players? I feel a bit guilty just taking all Arundel's players, but that might actually be the play. Hey, Fat Freebutter. I'm glad you've been enjoying Parts of Prem lately. Yeah, Parts of Prem's like seen a bit of a second wind. And I don't know why. I thought that after the Champions League stuff, you know, interest might drop off slightly. Like, it's not really how I have ever played the game, but I know for some people kind of, they just win the Champions League and then move on to the next save game, which for me, I've never really got that. Like, you've worked so hard to get there. Football Manager's not like a game where you finish it in that sense. Like, you beat the last level and it's done. I feel like sustained success is like anyone can like build a seat. I say anyone, no. I don't want to sound like too big or a knob, but like it's easy to build a team for like a one season of success, but like actually setting up a team for a proper dynasty is like a multi-season project. Bought any more shoes? I have not bought any in a week, although I was looking at the sneakers app. They dropped some some Jordans that I was looking at. I mean, chat, there you go. Are those too garish? They're a bit green, aren't they? They are a bit green and a bit full on. So I don't think I'm getting those ones. But then they did have some other ones that came up. They're quite bright, aren't they? They do look cool, but I couldn't pull them off. But there were these other ones, chat, you know? Why not turn this? So there were these Jordan ones, which are the comfort variant that you get. So they're a bit more subtle, and they're like an off-white. Is it going to focus? There you go. I don't really have any sneakers that colour. So I might go with something like those. But again, they're going to go to a raffle. So there's not even any guarantee you get them. Nobody can pull them off. It'd be like wearing highlighters on your feet. Yeah, but you won't get hit by any cars, chat. You got to think about the practicalities of wearing highlighter sneakers. You won't get hit by any cars. So there is that. Let's look at the positives. Your feet won't get hit. Exactly. Right, Jack, trust me on this. You could try Depop. That's some really nice pairs for cheap. Thing is, I already have a lot. I've got to a point where it's way more for me about quality over quantity. Like, I don't need more shoes. Really, chat, I should uninstall the app off my phone. How often do I get hit by a car? Well, don't underestimate my ability or inability to cross the road. That's all I'm going to say. This guy, he's quite good. He's on an amateur contract at Copenhagen. That's weird. If you don't need more, why are you even looking at them? Because there might be some nice ones come up that are different to ones I already have. And if they're different to ones I already have, then they'll have a use at some point. Look, chat, all I'm saying is when I get hit by a lorry and there's no streams for a year because I'm just like incapacitated in hospital, I want you all to know it's because you talked me out of getting the highlighter sneakers. Are we clear on that? Oh, Gozzy, lower your demands, mate, please. I've been so patient with him. Knowing my luck, he'll sign a contract with a club in January. Also, we've got elections again in February, so that's going to be fun. Okay, Gavi wants to sign for us. Is Gavi good? I feel like he's 18, so he'll get homegrown at club. And even if he hasn't got like a long-term future at the club, we probably don't lose money on him. But I have promised him he'll be a regular starter. And do I really need more bloat in the squad right now? Also, you're meant to be down with the under-19s. Why are you here? I think he signed a contract later to everyone else. I mean, how does he compare with Hymerson? I mean, arguably, he's better. And he's a year younger. Gavi is quite good, isn't he? But do I just sign players because I can? Maybe I do. I've done it. I hit confirm. I didn't actually mean to hit confirm there, but we're now locked in. He is quite good. All right, Gavi, signing confirmed. It doesn't join us until February because the rules are stupid. I'm going to cancel Gozzy's trial and see if he lowers these demands. Gozzy, you were asking for 1.1 thousand. What are you asking for now? Oh, Chad, do I just... Oh, the match highest earner physically hurts. I don't want to piss him off. I don't want to offer him a contract and piss him off. Vincent Bacana. Great name. Great player. Not what I need. Demu Peninkangas? Demu's a good first name. Strong first name. How did I accidentally click on him there? He keeps popping up, chat. Maybe it's a sign. Did Midland have anyone good? Midland produced good youngsters. I'll tell you what, he's technically gifted, isn't he? The AFK one is my work email, I stay. I have reps who just go through everything just because I don't have time to go through my emails myself because I'm incompetent. It's not that I'm incompetent, it's just I'd rather focus on like creative process and stuff. The team talks of club sales and implementation of transfer embargoes impact player and team morale. I think they do have a little bit of an effect, but I'm not sure to what extent, to be honest. It's a good question. Oh, chat. I was hoping there was going to be some really banging players like Planner, and there just isn't. There just isn't. At least not ones that we can sign. Although I am just looking at players who are available for free, which probably isn't helping my options of players to sign. But I'm a cheapskate. / we have no money because we are over £500,000 in debt. Belgium won the World Cup, by the way, chat. Who had Belgium on their predictor? You know what? There we have it. Conclusive proof. You can now put a bet on ahead of the World Cup that Belgium are going to beat Italy in the... Now, there is an issue there, isn't there, with that final? It wants to let Sports Interactive know. I was about to say you can bet on the finalists of the World Cup, but there is a flaw with that because... Well, I think you know. Why? We'll just. I mean, Lukaku's got a hat trick there, but we'll just leave it. We'll just leave it. Sorry to my Italian viewers. Sorry to my Italian view. It's a bit awkward, isn't it? Now it's a bit awkward. Now. Sorry, guys. Sorry. How did England do? I spotted they won the third place playoff. So if we don't get it, in real life, Italy haven't qualified for the World Cup. They bottled it. And so the fact they're in the World Cup in game is a little bit awkward. And the fact they made the final is more awkward. What do we do? I guess maybe we... Actually, let's have a look. Homegrown at club players. Are there any homegrown at club players that just aren't on my radar? Who, like, maybe play in other leagues and are quite good and I could bring back? I mean, Gunnarsson's not bad, but he's not great either. This guy's very good, but I can't sign him, can I? There is no chance I'm signing Aaron Sigurdsson here. He'd be very useful to have down the line for Europe. Hey, see you later, Jota. Thanks for hanging out today. I can't sign that guy. He's not going to join me, sadly. Homegrown goalkeepers would be quite useful to be backups. Would it be worth spending a little bit on someone like Olofsson to be the backup who's homegrown at club just to hit that quota? Maybe. That is not a flattering photo. I'm sorry, Gunnar Ori. You've been done dirty there by your photo, mate. Panic at the disco. I realised that one of the guys who's popped up here is actually quite good. I sold year one. I probably shouldn't have sold him in hindsight, should I? He was actually way better than I gave him credit for. I don't really want to make a loss bringing him back, but he would have actually been quite useful, I realise now. God, Arson. Didn't really appreciate when we sold him how important kind of homegrown players are. I mean, he's probably not as good as Matthias, who we've just picked up for free. But even so. I'm worried that Gozzi, after all this tracking, is going to go somewhere else, and I'm just going to feel sad. Oh, chat. We need to worry about this period of time that we've got to actually look for homegrown at club, not homegrown at club players, just players in general in Scandinavia or Northern Europe. Marcelo, do you want to join me yet? No. I'll keep pestering him. Eventually he'll change his mind, right? Maybe. Also, I don't really want to have older players. There's a Cuban. I don't think I've ever had a Cuban player in Football Manager. But he's not very good. Also, why does this always change? I feel like a lot of these players you already looked at. This guy's name is Katana. His last name is literally Katana. I mean, that is a... You know, we were talking about names earlier. That's a very cool last name. Bam keeps coming up. Am I really going to sign him because his name's Bam? Baba Fernandez, he does not look happy about something. He looks... Obviously, I'd be annoyed if I had to sign for Notts County. So maybe it's understandable. There are a few Filipino players out. He's playing for Kuopio. Plays for Cups. I'm now curious. Is he good? He actually doesn't look that bad. But probably don't need him. I feel like I need to stop hoarding youngsters thinking they'll be homegrown at club eventually. Take Morales, please. We looked at Morales earlier and he's just not very good. Thing is, we've not really lost a load of first-team players. If I'm signing anyone, someone else has got to go out to make it possible to happen. I really want to sign Gozzi, chat. I really want to sign Gozzi. Because I think he's probably going to end up being really good. Wait, where is Gozzi? Gozzi? Was he just never on my players to track shortlist? Oh, lots of teams want him, and they're quite big teams. Maybe I just... Oh, do I just bite the bullet and give him the money? He wants... Get rid of the match highest earner. I'll give you $850. That appearance fee's massive too. But he's really good. He's so far above the standard of anyone else we've looked at. Oh, mate, please. Oh, he really wants that money. It's way more than I want to pay for him. But if I just compare with our current captain, centre-back, oh, it's so... If he was a striker, right, it would be such a no-brainer. But because he's a centre-back, it's not quite as exciting. But he is really good. I just don't know if a centre-back is a match winner. I suppose that's where I'm kind of hung up. Like, if he was a striker, it'd be such a no-brainer. Yeah, if other teams make bids now, it'll suck. That's why I've made the bid now, by the way, because if it gets to the 1st of January, all these teams who are queuing up for him... No! Oh, there's not... Have I ever talked about how much I hate Norway? Have I ever talked about how much I hate Norway just as a nation? Gozzy, I've been tracking you for months. You've trained with us. You've drank our water. There's no way he's coming to us, is there? To be fair, it might be a blessing. Copium. I'm fine. I held out for ages for ultimately to then not even get him at a discount. Really, I shouldn't even be putting the bid in for him. I still think £1,000 a week is too much. Like 1.1 thousand. Nordsjælland are making up... Oh, it's Florentin Pogba. I'm thinking Nordsjælland are just trying to sign actual Pogba. That would have been mental. There are a couple of youngsters here who are popping up. No idea if they're actually realistic transfers, but... I think it's fine. Thing is, if we'd gone for him sooner, like... I mean, we could have... Can I be honest with you, chat? I really don't think he's worth £1,000 to us right now. Just because if I give him 1,000, all the homegrown players who are very distinctly average would want as much money as him. And all of our wage budget would just go on him and then appeasing all the players who didn't ask for more money. And we're not quite ready to spend that kind of money on a player. I actually think it's probably a benefit. MK Gamma Ray, mate, thank you for redeeming the checkout player. Who would you like me to check out, buddy? Let me know. Okay, I'll be honest, MK Gamma Ray. We are on a bad run of trying to find players and then them not existing in my save game. But you, my friend, have found a player that exists. Round of applause. Actual round of applause, please. We've had a lot of Redeemer players today with players that aren't real. Here we've got Kai Meriluoto. I don't know. Is that even a Finnish name? Meriluoto. I don't know. It doesn't sound it. Part Japanese. That is exotic, isn't it? Was he born in Japan? Does it show place of birth? Am I blind? Place of birth? Place of birth? Unknown. We may never know. He looks pretty good. I can't sign him, but he does actually look quite good. I kind of want to keep an eye on him. His mother's Japanese. That's why you're here, chat. Cody Knuckles, first time chatter, just comes and goes, know his mum personally. She's from Japan. I love that from you, Cody. You know, I've got no more questions to ask. No idea how Cody knows that. Could just be a lie. But people don't... We talked about this earlier. People don't lie on the internet. So that is 100% fact now. Write it down in the book. Do not question it. Can't be wrong. This guy is transfer listed by Randers. Do you reckon they'd loan him to me for a year? No. I'll tell you what, if Gozzy signs for us biblical scenes, but it ain't gonna happen. He's gone to Rosenborg. Gozzy. We've been informed that Gozzy had no hesitation in accepting Rosenborg's offer over ours. It would have been a straightforward decision for him to make. He feels that Rosenborg's squad is much stronger than ours. Well, in that case, I never wanted him. Never wanted him. If he has that kind of attitude, that is not a winner's attitude. You know what, Gozzy? You can f*** off, mate. Just go and fucking do one, son. Never wanted him anyway, chat. Never wanted him. What an absolute fucking joke. Bet he's not even good at football, is he? Why do we have random knowledge of a guy called Fatty in the Senegalese League 1? You know what? We'll ask questions later. He's quite good. He hates important matches. Do you want to be a backup for us, Fatty? He wants to be a star player. 750, right? No. No is the answer. Josip Rakic, he's not bad either. Playing in Croatia's non-leagues? Is he good or am I going crazy? I don't think he's bad. I don't know if he's amazing. Let's see if we can just approach to sign him. I'll give you nothing. Not giving you £7. I'm not £7, £7,000. Slight difference between £7 and 7,000. I mean, the transfer window still doesn't open for like 2 months nearly. I don't know about anyone else. I just enjoyed this period of pre-season. It's just like a chilled out vibe of just like trawling through players. Maybe I'm weird in finding this enjoyable. It's just quite peaceful, I find. Chat, Yoda is now free. Chat, he wants an appearance here, 1,200, but no wage. There's part of me that's tempted. There's part of me that knows that's a scam. Also, why does this screen keep resetting every time I leave it? Hendrik Bellman. We looked at him before. He doesn't look bad, but I'm not sure he's better than anything we have. Huttanen is popping up again. Where's Marcelo? Where's Marcelo? Where's Marcelo? You know, maybe new year, new Marcelo, right? Is he retired? Where is he? Chat, where is Marcelo? Where is Marcelo? Marcelo? Ah. He's become a coach. Why does everyone I want to love just go and run away to Brazil? Feel like pure shit. Just want new Brazilian fullbacks. Oh, I just feel sad. I mean, to be fair, we have actually signed some players today, chat. We've got in Juliusson at centre-back. We've got in Gunnarsson, who's a striker for the future. And we got in Gavi. Or Gavi. We made and Matthias, but Matthias was already, like, planned. I wonder if Flo has decided he wants to join us yet. Flo! He does not want to go with the flow. I wonder if these players... Oh, he's just signed a new contract. Oh, yeah, he has signed a new contract. Sad. Willie Weston. Would have loved to have signed Willie Weston, chat. This guy looks really good. Jonas Orne? Probably not saying it correctly. Norwegian viewers, bail me out. I don't have $500,000 for him. The hours of trawling through St. Kit and Nevis's under 21s only to not sign any of them is what FM's all about. True. Amen to that. I don't believe in a lot, but that is something I can believe in. What about Icelandic players with contracts expired? Is there any players here who have like popped up who are quite good? We were looking at this guy, but he had outrageous wage demands. They're more reasonable, but he's not that as good as he thinks he is. Why does this keep resetting? I'm fine. I'm calm. Would FM be any fun with CA and PEA visible? I don't think so. No. I mean, fun is subjective at the end of the day, but I certainly wouldn't find it fun just to know how good players' potentials are. Like, that would actually kill the game for me, I think. I think that element of unknown is what makes the game fun to play. I feel like you get bored really quickly if you knew you could never make a mistake signing a player. Oh yeah, we haven't checked the CU Academy, have we, since last year? Should we give the CU Academy check? CU Academy, why not? I think we might wrap up the stream in a second, chat. And I say a late wave of motivation to go more hunting. Who was the best player? Was it Regan Lamb? No, Ali Hamblin. He's not that good, but there were actually some okay players here. Are any of these any good? I mean, this guy's probably the best of the bunch. Andrew Jones. He is pure Aussie. He won't go. He'd have to be my non-EU player, and I'm not signing him to be a non-EU player. See you later, Helgi. Take care. Will we be streaming tomorrow? We should be streaming tomorrow. I don't know the time yet, though. But yeah, we will be streaming probably at some point tomorrow, chat. Time to be confirmed. None of our homegrown club players are actually any good, are they? Is what I'm remembering. I mean, playing in the Icelandic lower divisions doesn't fill me with confidence. Is the network game still on hold? I mean, it's not been on hold. It's just been people are away. Like, it's not like we're pausing the network game. It's just Kev's been on holiday. Z's been on holiday. Maybe I just look further afield. Matthiasson. Is Matthiasson good? Maybe I'll come on trial and we can make a judgment. Welcome them back for pre-season. We're going to avoid relegation. I want to reach the latter stage of the cup. Oh, they all love me. They all love me. I'm brilliant. What positions am I trying to strengthen? I'll be honest, I don't really have a list of players to strengthen yet because the transfer window isn't open for a month and a half and we have no money. Like, we literally we have some transfer budget, but the reality is a lot of our moves is just going to be dictated by what players are actually available and also what players we're able to shift on. Because I don't really want to sign a load of new players until we move on some players because we're already like right on the borderline in terms of like squad size and number of players. Like, we're going to have a squad of 25. We've got 28 players in the first team right now, so I kind of need to manage the actual squad size and work out who we can actually get money for. You know what, chat? I think getting Finns in here might be a good time to call it because it's getting late. I'm kind of tired anyway. I've been busy beavering away pretty much all day today. So with that in mind, shall we go and raid over to someone? Who is live at this hour? Who have we got? Who have we got? Oh, Jeter's live. We'll go and show Jeter some love. But yeah, gang, really, really appreciate you all hanging out tonight. Sorry that I'm kind of just ending a bit. I'll say abruptly. It's not really abruptly. It's almost midnight here. I appreciate for a load of you guys, it's late anyway. I feel like the chilled out pre-season streams are always nice. Bit of a shame we couldn't get more done. But equally, there's just something quite fun about just trawling through league after league after league and just spotting the odd player here and there. It's a weird situation where if we had a tiny bit more money, there's probably 2 or 3 players we could have picked up who would have been really, really good additions. But yeah, we will be live tomorrow. I don't know the exact time yet. I'll tweet it out in the morning once I have a better idea. Of course, do really appreciate you guys hanging out today. Good pre-season, I think, at the moment. Like, that might sound a bit odd because we've not signed a load of players, but we've not really needed to sign a lot of players. We've just steadily strengthened things here, there, and everywhere. Anyway, we're going to go show Jeter some love. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. And yeah, that's going to wrap up things for today. Take care. I'll see you again soon. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'll just hit this button and go, I guess. Bye.